Hi, I'm Nina. We are at the thrift doing a little thrift with me today, and I'm going to be looking for my Valentine's outfit. So I want to see if I can thrift the whole thing. I think it's also just a fun challenge to try and thrift like a whole cohesive outfit in one go. And I want to find pieces that feel like chic, elegant, that I'll still want to wear like in regular life. Maybe pieces that feel a little bit more like stereotypically feminine, maybe tapping into some reds and pinks for the Valentine's Day kind of spirit. But let's go. Oh wait, no, before we go inside, please subscribe if you're not subscribed so that you can see all my fun thrifting videos, little outfits videos too. And give this a thumbs up if you end up liking it. And then last, if you want to see my day-to-day outfits, I try to put them over on my Instagram stories. Okay, now let's go into the thrift and see what we can find. Starting in the dresses, I found this old Forever 21 completely lace little mod dress that was so cute. Like this is so sweet. I've also just been so into a textured basic, like something in a super classic silhouette that just has an interesting texture fabric. This completely fit the bill. The lace feels so romantic. I really like that it was in white with a little pale pink base. Just felt so sweet, so I had to put it in the cart. Then I saw the flutter sleeve of this Black Banana Republic dress and I got really excited, but I am just not super into like a wrap dress. I don't know, I can't quite get into it. Now this white top that was mixed in with the dresses was so cute. I loved the texture throughout the whole like little embroidery, just so cute. Again, the little fluttery sleeves were adorable. This was not my size, it was too big, but I thought it was just so precious. Now this true vintage dress, I think it was handmade. Like I think Doen would make something similar to this right now. You know what I mean? The puff sleeves, the fabric was like polka dot and floral in a striped pattern at the same time. And it had all these little ruffle details, just so precious. This is something that I know I would not end up wearing enough to justify getting, but was so cute. And then I saw this super ruffly little red mini dress, old H&M. I was so excited about it with the little puff sleeves and the polka dots. Like this just feels so cute and like flirty to me. But I was looking at it a little bit closer and realized it had this notched neckline, and I don't like these necklines when it's like the start of a crew neck and then becomes a v-neck. I'm like, just make it a v-neck or make it a crew neck. Then I saw this sweater dress that had a huge cowl neck and I was like, oh, I feel like I could make this really cool and pull down the neckline to make it kind of asymmetric, and that could be really cool, unique, feel kind of chic. 3/4 length sleeves, and I had to throw it in the cart. Now this black dress is a little too fancy for what I'm going for, but such a good find. Layered, sheer, asymmetric hemline, like the slinkiest fabric you can imagine. Vintage, I'm guessing 90s, but it had this little, again, the wrap detail that I just can't get into. So that was kind of like ruling it out for me, but I love the little vintage tag and feel like this would be such a good Valentine's fit for someone else. Now this green dress, not my color, but I was just admiring it because I was like, something like this in like a black or a cream or a white, I would be so into. I have been so into snap closures recently, and I feel like a little snap rib dress like this is adorable. Again, not fully my personal style, but I loved this embroidery detail on the dress. Like I think if it had just been this dress and the dress had little skinny straps instead of having this bolero with that embroidery, I would have been all over it. Now this polka dot dress I got so excited about. It was really like surprisingly heavy fabric, super shimmery. I love the polka dots and the boat neck. It reminded me of that one Realisation par dress that is just so cute. Just like the perfect long sleeve dress. Love the colorway. And I had to throw it in the cart. Now checking out the bags, this cream bag with the silver buckles, I feel like could be so cute with that polka dot dress for the Valentine's outfit. Like those two together with a black boot and you're good to go. This black bag did not really go with any of the dresses I found, but I thought it was so cool with the silver buckle detail. I love the nylon and then it just feels kind of like sporty. It was Lauren Ralph Lauren, and I don't know, I'm just into a nylon bag, so I had to grab it. Okay, now hear me out. This fabric, this like knit cheetah / tiger watercolor snake print red fabric with the hardware detail and the little keyhole cutout. Imagine this as like a slinky tight top. Would be so cool. This knit dress, I've been really into like a knit long sleeve dress recently, especially if it has like a boat neck and these kinds of like varied striping pattern. I think is just so beautiful. Again, thinking about Realisation Par, they have one that I've been obsessed with recently. So this was tempting, but I just knew wasn't going to be the actual cut I wanted. Now, this little beaded black crossbody was so cute, such a great way to bring texture into an outfit. And I just feel like was such a good grab because thinking about building this outfit, I'm like, this bag will go with almost anything. So I added it to the cart. Now, this pink bag was very tempting, especially with it this way with like the simple side out. You get a pop of pink, feels very Valentine's themed. The zipper rosettes were a little much for me, but that's why I would just wear them facing in. But then as I looked closer at it, I found the materials tag and it said all man-made. And I've just learned my lesson with buying pleather things at the thrift, so I could not justify bringing this. And the sweaters, I love the idea of this super fuzzy wrap top, but worn backwards to be like a boat neck. Unfortunately, it had a black tag that was just very, very visible from the back. This jacket, I wish it had been real suede because I think the style of it with the little fuzz from the seam still showing is so, so cute. But it was faux suede and you could just feel that it wasn't great quality, so I did leave it behind. Now, this dress was hanging up in not the right section, and if this is not like the most Valentine's-y dress you've ever seen, I had to grab it. I did not end up getting it because the tone of red that it was actually like almost a little bit more magenta-y in person. And the longer I like had it in my cart, the more I was just like, this is not something that I'm really gonna reach for. So I did end up leaving that behind, but I walked around with it in my cart for a while. This faux fur coat, so fun. The sleeves were so good. I love a slightly flared sleeve. The lining was like kind of wrecked. I don't love a shawl collar like this on a jacket. I wish it had just been kind of a more classic like notch collar or whatever, or even like a stand collar. So I did leave this for someone else. Also because it was like $20 with the inside being wrecked and it was faux fur, which just felt like very expensive to me for the thrift. This vintage DKNY cheetah print faux fur blazer was just incredible. Unfortunately, it was not in very good condition. Like the faux fur was just matted. One of the buttons was broken, but just like the idea of this, fantastic. Now this red Vintage Express sweater, and we know I have such a weakness for Vintage Express. If this is not Valentine's Day, I don't know what is. Like this with a little black mini skirt and black boots, you're all set. Another cheetah print piece, this one with pink florals on top in the slinkiest fabric you can imagine, a kind of soft v-neck, and I was just like, this I think is so good. Now this is more just a basic for myself and not really looking for the Valentine's outfit, and that's just this Uniqlo Heat Tech top because I just need more good base layers for layering. An open knit piece, this feels like a little bit boho-y. And I just love the idea of layering this over like a brown thin strap tank top would be so, so cute. Or even layering this over like a little slip dress or something I think would be so freaking adorable. So I threw it in the cart. Another open knit piece, more Vintage Express. And this is like literally something that Doen or Rouge or Sezane would put out right now. I'm convinced. So beautiful. Just like the texture of this and the little tiny buttons are so, so precious. So of course I had to grab it. This super slinky asymmetric top I got really excited about, and then as I looked closer at it, I was like, what's going on with the sleeves? Why is the bottom this weird length? And I realized someone had cut the sleeves and the bottom. So I think this used to be a dress, which could have been so, so cool. But with the cut sleeves and bottom, I was just not sold. This is just a good basic, more Old Express, just a long sleeve, Pima cotton, super, super soft, like the most classic thing you can have. So I threw it in the cart. This fringe turtleneck was so tempting, but I remembered that the last time I went to a thrift store and tried on a piece like this, I felt like I looked like the lion from The Wizard of Oz. So I did leave this behind. Now in the pants, I found these perfect little black capris, or I guess black kick flare. They're kind of in between length. The most classic piece. They're, I think, from like a Target brand, but I love a black capri. I love a little kick flare pant. So I had to throw them in the cart. Now these were so tempting because I'm like, hello, they are maroon Levi's ribcage flare maroon corduroy pants. They felt so 70s to me. But these are another piece where I'm like, I would just be buying this for the video. This is not something that I'm really going to be reaching for. These Guess capris. I grabbed them and walked around with them in my cart the whole time. They're the big cuffs. They feel so nostalgic. They also feel very like Carrie Bradshaw to me. But the distressing on them and the like shortest zipper in the world. Also just like the fact that the butt pockets are a little bit different on each one. I threw them in the cart. I did not end up trying these on because I just knew like I'm not going to be able to wear something that is this low-waisted. These black high-waisted pants, like high-waisted wide leg, just a really good pant. Again, feel kind of 70s-y. These were going to be too big for me. They're originally from H&M and were just like a size up. And for me, with pants like this, I want them to be more fitted if they're going to be that high rise. So I did leave these. This skirt, I thought this skirt was going to be like the item to bring a whole Valentine's Day outfit together for me. It was navy, that like beautiful slinky stretchy fabric. You could tell it was vintage from the tag and the feel, so I had to throw it in the cart. This little red top, so cute. The smocking, the puff sleeves, the collar, the shell buttons, like you cannot tell me that Peachy Den wouldn't make something like this right now. It's so cute. This is so Valentine's Day to me, and I absolutely loved it, so of course it went in the cart. Now in the shoes, these red snakeskin knee-high boots with a square toe, incredible. Just like so good. They were too big for me. So cool. I wish these had fit me. Everything about them, fantastic. These little Mary Janes, like these remind me so much of the ones from the row that like Zoe Kravitz wears all the time. And I was so excited about them. Also too big for me. Another pair of shoes, Ergo Toe, Franco Sardo. And these remind me so much of the Dear Francis loafers that they have that I think are like a newer one. And I wanted these to fit me so bad. Also too big. Another pair of incredible boots. Also not my size, but these were so sweet. Also feel very Valentine's-y in the maroon suede, the little kitten heel, and the pointed toe. They were a size 6, so way too small for me, but had to give them a shout out because they're so beautiful. These were my size. So cool. Metallic little skinny heel boot, and I loved this like stitching detail with the cap toe. They just felt so unique. But then when I started to look at them a little bit closer, I realized there was like really weird wear throughout and that they were kind of starting to separate from the soles. And so I did leave them. Another pair of incredible shoes, too big for me. So good. These with some like fun socks, some cute knit like gray stockings for Valentine's Day for like a little bit of a funkier kind of look. So good. Except they were too big and they were disintegrating. Now, a pair of cutie shoes that was actually in my size, these little suede loafs from, it was like Flex Foot by GH Bath or something like that. I really love this kind of suede shoe. I've actually been wanting some loafers in this kind of material, like the lighter beige suede. So I threw these in my cart, walked around with them for a while, but the longer I looked at them, I just realized I didn't like how tapered the toe was, so I did leave them. Now, looking through the PJs, the most beautiful sheer top. So pretty. Like if there had been another tank top, I kind of now wish that I had gotten this and then just bought like a white skinny strap tank top to wear underneath it. That would have been a really good idea. Yep, nope, should have bought that. On my way to the dressing room, I found this super cropped little faux fur like bolero with these big faux fur covered buttons. This was so tempting to me, but the proportions on it were just off. And there was a lot of damage on the faux fur that like upon looking closer, I knew I wasn't going to be able to do something about, but just loved the idea of this. So basically when I went to try everything on, literally nothing fit the way I wanted to. Like every single thing I tried on, too big, too small, just like the wrong shape for my body type, just did not fit. So unfortunately I did not end up thrifting my Valentine's outfit. Really disappointing. But I also didn't want to just like buy something for the sake of being like, look, I did it, and then not really like it or not wear it again. So I think instead what I'm gonna do is I'll put together a little video of Valentine's outfit ideas with pieces that I already have in my closet. So keep an eye out for that. So thank you so much for being here. If you like this, please give it a thumbs up. And if you want to subscribe, that would be awesome to see more thrifting videos, see the actual Valentine's outfits that I put together. And if you want to see my day-to-day outfits, I try to put them over on my Instagram stories almost every day. All right, thanks so much. Bye.